Hi, this is Mr. Masarapa, Associate Professor, Department of English, Veerashaiva College, Ballari. I welcome all students for this video session. Today's topic is Emma Woodhouse, her personality and character. Emma Woodhouse, the very important character of the novel, Emma, which was written by Jane Austen. She is introduced to us in the very opening sentences of the novel as handsome, clever, and rich with a comfortable home and a happy disposition. She is nearly 21 years of age at this time, and there is very little to distress her. She is the younger of the two daughters of a most affectionate father, Mr. Henry Woodhouse. Her elder sister Isabella had been married long before and settled with her family in London. Emma has been the mistress of her father's house for a long time. Her mother had died when she was a child, and she had been looked after for many years by a governess, Miss Anne Taylor, who had just married. Having been very intimate with Miss Anne Taylor, Emma misses her badly. In the very beginning chapters of the novel, we find her claiming that she had brought about the matrimonial alliance between Miss Anne Taylor and Mr. Weston, who lives in the nearby estate Randalls. This claim is refuted in blunt terms by Mr. Knightley, who says that Emma had not brought about this match, but made a lucky guess that Miss Anne Taylor and Mr. Weston would get married. Mr. Knightley speaks to Emma in such a way to deflate her vanity in this matter. Emma suffers from several illusions and misconceptions, all of which are successively shattered in course of time. Her first illusion, as Mr. Knightley said, that she had a hand in bringing about the marriage of Miss Anne Taylor and Mr. Weston. Her second illusion is that she can find a suitable match for the Vicar of Highbury, Mr. Philip Elton. She thought that Harriet Smith, an orphan whose responsibility is undertaken by herself, is perfect match to Mr. Elton. She therefore takes the necessary steps to wean the girl away from the Martins family, to whom the girl has been greatly attached for many months before. She does not think Mr. Robert Martin to be a suitable husband for Miss Harriet Smith. Her whole approach to the possibility of a marriage between Mr. Martin and Miss Harriet shown Emma's social snobbery. Mr. Martin is a mere farmer, and Emma thinks Harriet Smith to be a suitable wife for a man belonging to a much higher rank in the society like Mr. Philip Elton. Emma's snobbery is seen also in her attitude towards the Coles family. She thinks it below dignity to mix with them because they have risen to wealth from a much lower position. She does not respond to their invitation when they gave dinner party for all the people of Highbury. Emma Snabbery is traced even in indifferent treatment of Miss Bates in the past. Emma is not only snobbish, but also lacking in sense of realism. When a written proposal of marriage is received by Harriet from Mr. Martin, Emma instigates Harriet to reject it, though Emma does so in any indirect manner without appearing to influence Harriet's own judgment. Ostensibly, Emma gives to Harriet full freedom in saying yes or no to Mr. Martin's proposal. But actually, it is she who takes the decision on Harriet's behalf. Thus, we find that Emma is also capable of a certain sophistry. It is Emma who puts into Harriet's head the notion that Mr. Elton is in love with her and will marry her. Emma herself paints a portrait of Harriet Smith, which Mr. Elton takes to London to have it framed. And Emma, who never fails to exercise her imagination in such matters, says to Miss Harriet, "At this moment, perhaps Mr. Philip Elton is showing your picture to his mother and sisters, telling them how much more beautiful is the original, and after being asked for it 5 or 6 times, allowing them to hear your name, your own dear name." Subsequently, she makes every possible effort to promote a match between Harriet and Mr. Elton and receives a big shock when Mr. Elton proposes not to Harriet but to Emma herself. Thus, Emma discovers how sadly mistaken she had been in her assessment of the character of Mr. Philip Elton. Mr. Philip Elton's proposal as a great disillusionment for Emma. Emma's attitude towards Mr. Frank Churchill and her judgment of that man's character again show Emma to be an imaginist. Emma is always inclined to believe what she wishes to believe. She first thinks of Frank Churchill as a possible husband for herself. Then she dismisses him as a lover for herself. She imagines him as a possible husband for Harriet because she is rescued from the gypsies. It is in this context that the author calls as imaginist, just as previously she had received Frank's attentions to herself as the advances of the suitor. So now she begins to treat him as a suitor for Harriet. She completely fails to understand the reality of Frank's character in spite of the fact that Mr. Knightley tries to open her eyes to the true character of that young man. He begins to think Mr. Knightley to be illiberal and unjust in this assessment of Frank and tries to defend Frank till the shocking revelation comes that Frank has been engaged to Jane Fairfax. It is not possible to appreciate Emma's attitude towards Jane Fairfax in early stages. Emma had always kept distance from the time of earliest acquaintance with Jane. It could have been, as suggested by Mr. Knightley, a subconscious jealousy on Emma's part which prevented her from being friends with Jane. Subsequently, Emma's dislike of Jane is strengthened by what seems to Emma the coldness and reserve of Jane Fairfax. However, Emma tries to amend herself to Jane and eventually both have become good friends at later stages of the novel. Emma shows a lack of delicacy in her treatment of Miss Bates also. On the occasion of the visit to Box Hill, Emma says something very rude and offensive to Miss Bates. Emma's words on this occasion amount to her accusing Miss Bates of extreme dullness in whatever Miss Bates has to say. However, when afterwards Emma is rebuked by Mr. Knightley for this rudeness, Emma realizes her mistake and makes amends to Miss Bates by paying a friendly visit to her. Likewise, Emma's character is traced and treated in the novel with a mixture of little arrogance and compassion. Her kind heartedness is also seen in her when she was ultimate realization of the troubles which Jane Fairfax has passed through. Her rudeness to Miss Bates on one occasion should not be regarded that she is hard hearted and callous woman. In such a way, we are trying to trace out the personality and character of Emma Woodhouse from the novel Emma. Thank you.